What's up guys, it's G over here at the K2 Industries warehouse. Today we're about to be throwing in this BavSound audio system into the giveaway E46. To get started, we're just gonna need a little pry tool, a screwdriver, and some Torx sockets. And yeah, we're gonna gently take these 20-year-old panels off and get this BavSound system in there. Should be sounding great. All right, y'all, we're back in the 46. We're about to do a little pre-sound check before we install the BavSound system. As you may know, it's a 20-year-old car with 20-year-old speakers, and that never mixes. So unfortunately, the front speakers don't even work anymore. They're completely blown and have since been just disconnected, I'm guessing. The car used to have some other things in it, but the only thing that's holding on still are the rear speakers. And if we can get a little sound here in this, they're not doing the best.
The brave men have died. Road marks on the old train are now petrified.
It literally sounds like we're at a Cracker Barrel and they've never had any maintenance done up there. So we're gonna get this all fixed up, get it jamming again, crystal clear as day, and we'll give you a little after result. So for the panels, we're gonna start off with the doors and the mid-ranges down by your feet. For the doors, you always just wanna take a nice little pry tool. I got this like Blue Point metal one. It comes in handy mostly like 100% of the time. We're just gonna take it, get all the clips popped off around here, and then you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 extra screws to take off. Usually they're gonna be like a T15, T20. Those will come right out, and after that the door just pops right off and you have a little cable for the door handle here to take off. That just slides right out too. Down here on the kick panel, basically there's just going to be like one screw. Up there is usually a Phillips. After you take that off, there can be a little bit of a plastic trim piece below the glove box that you're going to want to take off beforehand. And then after that, this plastic kick panel just should slide right out. Might have to wiggle it just a little bit, and just always make sure you're careful not to crack any of the plastic, because these cars are a little bit fragile, but they're still golden, so we'll get into it. There we go. Just so you guys know really quick, as you can see, we got the panel off. You have this little cable that's connected to the door handle. You just pop that right off with a lift, and then you got your 2 connections here. For this one, looks like somebody's already put some aftermarket speakers in it once before, so I'm just gonna cut this loose and then we'll do some rewiring and show you guys. Bondo Bob. That sounds like a fake name. So as you guys can see, we got these out, just a couple of screws for each of them. If you want to take a look, check out that old nasty, that thing is not even, I don't even know if that will make a sound. And then we have these scars. They look like they're in good shape, but who needs them anyways when we got a BavSound system over here. Those are jerry-rigged too. BavSound over here, we're gonna take our mid-range or bass, whatever they want to call it, and then the one with the tweeter on it. And these are gonna literally bolt up right in. You don't need any adapters, nothing like that. All the holes match. The factory plugs match. So we're gonna get these thrown on and we'll show you how they look after. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we got our BavSound speakers into the door panel. This is a coupe, so they don't have the little kick, whatever, footwell speakers down here. Like we said before, if you did have them down there in the footwell, it's usually just a Phillips somewhere hanging out. Drops the plastic, you can yank it out and get to the speaker that way. For their mid-range here, they come with these 2 little kind of prong connectors. Unfortunately, ours doesn't have the original plug anymore. So what we did instead is we just put on some female connectors. So then these male little connectors will just slide right into them. We're just gonna match up black with black, red with red. We got the tweeter and the little high speaker here with the factory plug still. So these are just gonna go right into each other. Or in some cases, let me set this down. So when you put this panel back on, you have this little part for the door. If you want to come around the front here, I can show you a little bit better of a view. All you're gonna do is take the front part of this little cable, stick it down in here, and it kind of hinges closed. So it latches from the front and then you close it from the back. These guys here just connect to each other like so, super easy. And then I'm gonna get my hands down in here and plug the other two, red to red and black to black. All right. And then after that, we will just set the panel on the car like so. You gotta watch for this little locking pin that comes up. And then on the back, you wanna line the door panel up at the top first. Give it a little push in. And then we're gonna go all the way around that. So all the clips are nicely into place. All right guys, so the panel's back on. Like I said, just make sure all your clips are lined up. Sometimes you want to take the little trim tool and kind of maneuver them so they fall right into place in the hole. After that, no, I said 2 before, but there's 3 screws on the armrest, and then you have 2, one behind the little airbag tag and one in where the door handle is. So we're gonna get these back up, bolted in, and this panel should be nice, fully upgraded with the BavSound speakers. And we'll do the same thing on the other side of the car. All right guys, so we're in the back now. We're moving back towards the rear of the car. For these little mid speakers also, all you're gonna wanna do, there's 2 Torx screws right on the bottom of the armrest here. You wanna lift the little corner rests here from the back seat, and there'll be a couple of clips here that you just pry off. I'm gonna come over on that side and show you guys what it looks like off, but pretty simple. All right, so on this side, guys, I already have it off. Again, just 2 little Torx screws, and using our little pry tool, pried it out. I'm not even gonna take the whole thing out, but you just reach back here, you unplug the plug to the speaker, and you unscrew it. So when you unscrew it, the speaker literally just comes out like that. And if you can see here, like I said before, 20-year-old speakers don't hold up well. So these are completely blown, guys. We're gonna get some nice new BavSound speakers put in there. All right, guys, so for the rear speakers, these ones are the screw-in type. So BavSound sends you a brand new premium speaker, and all you have to do is reuse that little screw-on bit that's from the factory from BMW. The easiest way, if you want to come in a little bit closer, I can show you. I took a little razor blade and I just cut this excess plastic off. There's 3 little parts of it. So you take that off, take your little screwdriver here, and we're just gonna knock the speaker out like that. Blown one, gone. Take your housing, and BavSound gives you the nice new adhesive in a perfectly sized little squeezy tube right here. So all we're gonna do is put the BavSound speaker on, dab a little glue onto it, make sure it's in place nicely, and then they give you these nice new connectors, which you will just plug this connector onto the speaker, and now you have your factory harness back into play. So everything is plug and play. They do a really sweet setup, and I'll show you what this looks like after I get it all taped in or glued in and together. All right guys, so for the last 2 speakers, the rear deck speakers, They're fairly simple. It's kind of crammed, but unfortunately it is what it is. In the back, most of y'all might have a little clip, and on that clip you have a 13 mil little nut screw that holds in the seat anchor for, I think, baby seats or whatnot. And after that, you're just gonna pop off the little plastic cover, this guy here, and in there you'll have about either it's 2 or 3 8 or 10 mil screws holding down the speaker. Got some foam insulation, but after you take those 2 or 3 little 10 mils out, the speaker will pop right out, and there's one connector in the back for it. So we'll show you that once it's out of the car. All right, so for the rear door, for the rear deck speakers, guys, BavSound comes with these nice little prongs. Basically very similar to how the OEM style looks. As you can see, there's 2 little prongs in there. This one has a little housing for the connector to slide in. This is basically the same exact thing, except on your factory connector, you're just gonna look at the wire, see which one's red, which one's black, what's power, what's ground, and put the prongs into them, and they should slide in no problem and be nice and snug. So I'm gonna put this in, and I'll show you guys, if I can, a little close-up of me putting the prongs in too. All right, guys, so we're back in here again. I just wanted to see if I could give you guys a little close-up. Basically, we have a yellow and a brown wire coming out of the factory harness. We're going to use the yellow as the red positive and brown as the ground, which is black negative. So all we're going to really do is I'm going to plug these in, and then I'll show the camera, but they just slide right into place nice and snug, and the end result, if you can kind of see up in there in my hand, that they're connected. So after that, you just tuck everything back in and screw it on down, and I'll show you what that looks like after we get it screwed in too. As you can see, this is the finishing touch. It's a little hard to get a good angle here, and the windows are too dark to see. But after that, we'll put that cover back on. There's a little spacer here. Don't forget that for the anchor. And we'll get it back and buttoned up, and we'll show you what it looks like after that cover's back on and get this stuff cleaned up. All right, guys, kind of sounds like a voiceover here, but as you can see, everything's buckled up. Can't even tell it's in there, but it's gonna sound great.
All right, guys, we just got the car back from Gianni in the shop, and it's time to do the sound test on the new BavSound speakers. So let's go hop in the car and see how these sound.
I'ma go get my Smith & Wesson. Blacks boys under 21, steady flexing.
Sounds good, man.
Coding without silk, that shit coming straight from Texas. Reach for my chain, you'll get beat just like Nexus.
I don't know if you can catch it on the audio, but it sounds so good. It's so crisp. The last thing we need to do is just add a subwoofer in the back, which we're gonna do. But yeah, it sounds really good in here. Shout out BavSound, they hooked it up for the build. You guys know it's key to have the best audio in your car if you're gonna be cruising, especially in a car like this. You know, we're building this as a street car, so we did not need to skip out on the audio. We had to do it right, so shout out BavSound. That's it, guys. This video is basically about just getting the BavSound in, and we do have some more mods that are coming for the interior. We've got seats, we've got steering wheel, we've got even some performance stuff that you guys haven't seen that we just threw in the engine bay as well. So if you're not already entered, guys, if you're seeing this video, more than likely it's still going on, and you still have the chance to go ahead and potentially bring this car home. So we're gonna keep doing mods to the car throughout the entirety of this entire giveaway. We've got stuff lined up, and yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna be doing more giveaway sick builds. Make sure you follow the channel.